Shalom, this is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. The website is www.spiritandtorah.com. This is being recorded on the night of October 21st, going into October 22nd, or the 7th day of the 8th month. Now, this podcast is very likely to cause some people to accuse me of being anti-Semitic. I am not anti-Semitic. I love the Jewish people very, very much, and that should be extremely evident on my website. However, there is a huge deception coming down the pike that needs to be exposed, and I believe it also unlocks Revelation chapter 13 and Revelation chapter 17. This video will also link to the article that I wrote on the website. By the power and authority of the blood of Yahshua, who is the first and the last, who is Yahweh manifest in the flesh, I declare unto you these truths. Now please prayerfully read Revelation chapter 13 and Revelation chapter 17. I recommend the King James Version. I think it's the best. Read these two chapters before listening to the rest of this podcast. We're coming to a time here in the fall of 2012, in which apostate modern-day Israel will enter into a conflict with the Muslim nations. A global war will happen in which the Muslim nations are defeated and Israel, though badly hit, emerges the victor. Now, the beast at the very beginning of Revelation 13 is a global empire comprised of 7 nations, one of which is the modern-day apostate Israel. Now, the reason why I say the modern-day nation of Israel is apostate is because the leadership of Israel right now denies Yahshua, denies the blood covenant of Yahshua. There are both secular and kabbalistic Jews who control the modern-day nation of Israel right now. The dragon, Ha-Satan, will be called Hashem in apostate Israel. And this dragon will give power and authority to this global beastly kingdom. In this coming conflict, apostate Israel will be badly hit, wounded as it were, but will arise, revived, better than ever, or it will appear so, with a rebuilt apostate temple. This apostate Israel will be the epicenter of this global beastly kingdom. All the world will wonder and be amazed, coming to the worship of Hashem. This will also be when a false regathering of Judah and Ephraim occurs. And I have an article within my first trilogy about this, and I will provide a link to that at the bottom of this YouTube. This global kingdom will begin in the late winter, early spring of 2014, and continue for 42 months while martyring many saints. A 2-horned lamb that speaks as a dragon will be a kabbalistic Jewish high priest and or king of Israel who will officiate over the apostate temple. He will call down fire from the sky in the sight of Hashem, in a mimic of when fire came down from the sky when Solomon dedicated the temple and that fire consumed the sacrifices. This kabbalistic anti-Messiah in the name of Hashem will bring forth the image of the beast, the very ark of the covenant, and all must bow before the apostate temple worship system with the ark at its center or be killed. This anti-Messiah will even sit on this fake ark as his throne and declare that the apostate animal sacrifices no longer need to be done. Now this will probably cause some Jews to begin to awaken to the truth. All who have not a love for the truth will receive the 666 symbol, which is the Magen David, a pagan symbol which has nothing to do with King David, but is the Star of Ephraim, and has 6 points, 6 small triangles, and 6 sides in its center. The evil Adolf Hitler also used this symbol to brand the Jews. This symbol may also be some variation of the Magen David that incorporates New Age symbolism, but still contains in some form the 666. And I will also provide a link to the pagan roots of the so-called Star of David. In Revelation 17, the woman is Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem, in the time of John, was a large city spreading outside the walls covering 7 hills. 1, Mount Olives, 2, Mount Goath, 3, Mount Arka, 4, Mount Bezepha, 5, Mount Gared, 6, Mount Ophel, and 7, Mount Zion, which is also called Mount Moriah in the scriptures. The present-day city of Jerusalem still stands on these 7 hills mountains. Jerusalem, according to the book of Revelation, will become as Sodom and Egypt, the center of all false religion. Now we also read about 7 kings and then an 8th king or beast in Revelation chapter 17, verses 10 through 11. As of John's writing in the 1st century, 5 had already fallen. The first one was apostate Israel, Judah, under King Solomon once he had become wicked. The second one was Assyria. The third was Babylon. The fourth were the Medes and Persians, and the 5th was the Greek Empire. Those 5 had already fallen by the time of the 1st century. Then John says one is. That would be the Roman Empire, which currently existed when John wrote the book of Revelation. Then it says the other is not yet come, but must continue a short space. This one that had not yet come at the time of John, but must continue a short space, would be the United States of America, the USA. Then the 8th beast, which was, that would be apostate Israel, Judah under wicked Solomon, but is not, apostate Israel global empire did not exist in the 1st century, and is of the 7. The apostate Israel, Judah under wicked Solomon was one of the 7 kingdoms I just mentioned. This apostate Israel empire will go into perdition. The 10 horns are 10 kings, and the UN has already made plans to divide the entire world into 10 regions. These 10 kings will rule under apostate Israel's global empire for 42 months. This beastly kingdom will actually destroy the whore of apostate religion that will be centered in Jerusalem, just before Yahshua the Messiah returns in power and glory from the sky to shatter the beastly global kingdom in the year 2017. Then, also in 2017, the real and purified Israel will be restored with a purely sanctified temple headed by the true and faithful Messiah Yahshua. Even so, come quickly, Yahshua. Now, for information on why the 42 months will begin in the late winter, early spring of 2014 and terminate in the fall of 2017, please see another trilogy of articles that I'm going to post under this YouTube. It's Prophecies in Daniel and Revelation. It's the 2nd trilogy I wrote. So, this is the article that I just put on the website. I know it contains a lot of information. I know it can be somewhat overwhelming. But this is what is going to happen. Already the Sanhedrin, the Jewish Sanhedrin, is in place in Jerusalem. And this Sanhedrin, made up of 70 Jews, are basically kabbalistic Jewish people. And there are stories and rumors about the Pope in Rome. He's going to move his seat from the Vatican to Jerusalem. And the Pope, who doesn't bow before anyone, will bow before the kabbalistic Jews. And this Sanhedrin is going to institute the Noahide laws. If you don't know about that, Google it. And the Noahide laws will become this global structure for the global beastly kingdom. This is what's coming down the pike. So, don't look at Rome as the beast or the Muslims as the beast. Those are all distractions. Yeah, they're evil, but they're distractions. The beast is going to come right from apostate Israel. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I love the Jewish people very, very much. And believe it or not, in Israel right now, there are Jews who love Yahshua, who are filled with His Spirit and who walk in His Torah. They're far and few between, but they're there. And Yah bless them. Yah bless them very much. So, study these matters out. And also another ministry, followersofyah.com, has material and videos that touch on some of these topics as well. And I'll post a link to their ministry website under this video. Yah bless, shalom, and have a good week. Again, the website is www.spiritandtorah.com.